Hi everybody, today is the 11th of January and as always we're gonna tell a story. This story changed a lot of people's lives, right? To what's happened to our life and how we can be able to manifest our life in a very certain way. So are you ready? Start it. What is this? It's a pen. What do we use a pen for? To write. Now there is a dog inside the room. I'm going to wait this in front of the dog. What does the dog do? The dog will sleep, lick or chew this, right? Does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So for the dog, this one is not a pen, but for the human, this one is a pen. So who is corrupt, the dog or the human? The answer is both are corrupt. For the dog, this one is a chewing toy, where for the human, this one is a pen to write. The dog is corrupt in the dog world, and the human is also corrupt in the human world. So that is our first lesson, both are corrupt. Now, let's imagine that there is a table in front of me. So I'm going to put this thing on the table, and then both the dog and I will walk out the room. So inside the room, there be no human, no dog. What does this thing become? It is still a pen or a chewing toy. Oh, it become to almost nothing, and the ancient wisdom call it as the emptiness. The emptiness is actually a very magical definition. As we understand the emptiness, we'll be able to achieve anything in our life, just like Yeshua Michael apply the emptiness into his business and was able to build a business with revenue of $250 million a year. He's also able to help several refugees. So what is the emptiness? Why is that so magical? Let's go back to the pet story, okay? So this lady caught it on the table when there is no human, no dog, it come back to a true self. It come back to a true self and quiet the emptiness. And this is almost nothing. But when I come back to the room and I look at this, this becomes a pen. When the dog come back to the room and the dog look at this becomes a chewing toy. And when both the dog and I come back to the room at the very same time and we both look at this at the very same time, what does this thing becomes? Oh, it becomes two things, a pen for me and a chewing toy for the dog. So a single thing, when there is nothing, then there is no human, no dog, or nothing to interact with. It comes back to true self, and we call it the emptiness. However, it has the potential to become anything or anyone, depending on who or what is looking at that at the very moment. So that is our second lesson. Along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. Now, I say this as so there's this pain coming from me, or there's this pain coming from the thing itself. This pen is actually coming from me. Why am I so certain? Because if this thing is a pen, it's not the drug or anything in this entire universe will have to see it for what it is, which is a pen. But does the dog see this one as a pen? No. So this pen is actually coming from me. This pen is actually coming from my mind. And everything is actually coming from our mind. So that is our third lesson. Everything is actually coming from our mind. Now we all agree that this pen is coming from my mind, right? So I'm going to change my mind. I'm going to think this become a diamond, okay? So please pray with me. Diamond, diamond, diamond. Oh, nice. Still a pen. So what in my mind that forced me to see this as a pen but not a diamond? There are seed inside our mind that the ancient wisdom calls as karma. When we see something, the seed inside our mind pop up, open up, and cover this, and made it see it for what had been planted earlier into our mind. So who planted the seed into our mind then? Only you can plant the seed into your mind. Only I can plant the seed into my mind. How can we do it? By three ways. By our word, by our action, by our thoughts, especially when we try to help other people. So for instance, I'm gonna hold on to this. I'm gonna say that I have the pen. Would you like to have this pen? And when my friend say yes, please, I'd be so happy to give this to my friend with the hope that I can help my friend. So when I give this to my friend, this palm will open up. Both me and my friend will see it and strongly remark in my mind. A couple days later, when I see this, I recognize this one as a pen, which means that the switch of the pens are being planted into my mind. Pop up, open up, and cover this. It made me see it like what had been planted into my mind earlier, which is a pen. And this is how a pen become a pen or anything surround us become what and who they are to us. In the page story, there are several meaningful lessons. Today we went over four different lessons. The first lesson is don't corrupt. So we learn to respect each other's opinion. We learn to respect each other's choices and we learn to listen to each other with a compassionate heart. And that is our way of planting the happiness seed in our relationship or in our life in this. Because our life it create our relationship. The second lesson is along with the emptiness, we all have limitless potential. So we try to trust our potential, trust our other people potential, and just whatever happened to us potential. And every moment, everything will change, including ourselves. So every moment that we are living right now is a magical moment because that is the only moment that we have. Because the next moment, something will change. It will not be the same moment again. And in that very moment, anything can happen as long as we believe in the potential of ourselves and everything, everyone surround us. The third lesson is everything is actually coming from the seed inside our mind. So we'll be 100% responsible to whatever happened to us and we don't blame anyone. And actually, that is also the seed of happiness too, because now we take control of our life and we don't have to worry about other people, right? So that is also if we have that mindset, we become more positive, more responsible. We take full responsibility for whatever happened to us. And the fourth lesson, which is the final lesson too, is how to create your manifest outcome life by knowing what you want first, right? And second, you start planting those seeds using your word, your action, and your thoughts. For instance, if you want to have a happiness, you use your word, your action, your thought, planting the happiness seeds. So talking about happiness, thinking about happiness, and working on the happiness, helping other people to be happier. If you want to have prosperity, then you start using your word, your action, your thought, plant the prosperity seed into your mind, which is, you think about how prosperity, you talk about prosperity and you try to work on helping other people to get richer. And just like that, whatever that you want to have in your life, making sure that you use your word, your action, your thought to plant those seeds into your mind, helping other people surround you to have that very same seed. And then that very same seed, when it was planted into your mind, one of these days, it's gonna grow and you're gonna harvest it. So that led us to a very important lesson is that your word, your action, your thought is actually what create your mind or establish your future life. So be very mindful of your word, your action, your thoughts, especially to other people and to it yourself. The lesson that I would like to share with you all today is that you know mm, let me see. I'm the last couple of days I've been staying up pretty late. Like almost for the past three or four nights. I've been staying up until two or past two every single night. Um, and still carry on all the activity in life. And it's because the reason for me to do that is because I accept a job. I accept a job and the deadline is the 15th and I have to give them seven training file. So that's a lot of work and I just feel very blessed to be able to get that job and for someone to trust me, and give me that job and being able to do that. And I also feel very grateful for my family to have the full support of my family. And I also feel very grateful for myself to really try hard and I can see that I'll be able to do a pretty good job on that. And I feel very, very blessed to be able to get that, even though it is actually a very challenging job because of the time constraint. But I believe that I'll be able to do that and and I can see it happen. So thank you so much for everyone for listening to me today. Thank you, Anna, for coming me the shit house in the journey. And if I will share with you my parent story or something good, I would like to dedicate that to my dearest family, to my friends, to my coworkers, to my clients, or to any living thing in this world or any other words with love, wisdom, and gratitude. Thank you so much. Have a great day, everyone. Bye bye.